Hello and welcome back to Let's Get Flashy. Crush the Castle. The original Crush the Castle. We did Crush the Castle 2 the other day, and now we're doing this. Crush the Castle 1. Armor Games. Good. Armor Games is good. I like Armor Games. Joey Betts is the programmer for this, which is awesome, and Chronologist, of course, did the artwork. Because he does the artwork to goddamn everything. And that's awesome. However, I'm not a big fan of the original Crush the Castle. Now, it has a new game, level select, build your own, and play more games and stuff like that. It's a lot more limited than Crush the Castle 2, obviously. And this is a very rare exception where I find that the sequel to this game is much better than the original. That doesn't happen all too often in gaming. A lot of times it's the sequels that are bleh and the originals that are fairly good. There's a couple of exceptions to that. I think The Witcher 2 is better than The Witcher 1, for example. That is very professional. My phone is ringing. Hello? I'm not answering that. So we're just gonna go into new game. There is a story. You go forth. This is it. The graphics are fairly similar, and so is most of the stuff on the bottom is also very similar. This is your select screen for your weapons this time instead. There's a reset. There is a menu option up here, which again is just your options, so sound and quality. There's no just music in this, it's just sound and quality of the game, and of course going back to the main menu. This one, instead of having unlimited shots and just having like a gold medal for getting it in whatever it recommends, so usually 1, 2, or 3 shots total, this one actually has a countdown of shots, so I only have 5 shots left before I'm completely fucked. However, it contradicts itself a little bit by having a reset option, so, you know, you can reset and then try again, so it's not too bad. Of course, it has the thing, how many there are and how many you've killed. And, of course, this is Castle 1. So I have a rock. Same thing. You click, and it goes. And he dies. And this is kind of like the tutorial, so it's giving you, like, that's why. But, yeah. Personally, I prefer Crush the Castle 2. And I really don't really... I'm not exactly sure why I do. I just do. And I always have. And he died from basically nothing. So, yeah. This game is a little bit more difficult than Crush the Castle 2 as well. I find that a lot of the castles, you have to do some stuff, and I'm a royal success, apparently. And it has the map screen, so yeah. It shows you all the castles that you're going to have to beat on this this level here. I think there are 2 or 3 total levels or so, and you jump from castle to castle to castle, unlike Crush the Castle 2, where it doesn't show you the castles until you've unlocked them, and sometimes it'll unlock 2 or 3 at a time. So you go to Castle 2, it's just that again. Something else that this game doesn't have that Crush the Castle 2 has is a, at the beginning when they introduce the castle, in Crush the Castle 2, you can click just to instantly go to your catapult if you don't care about the introduction to it. Like if you've played it before type of thing. However, in Crush the Castle 1, it doesn't have that option, so that was an improvement they made. So, yeah, I did it. I'm a royal success. And again, this slowly does introduce new weapons as well. I'm not exactly sure when you get the 3 rocks. I think it's after this one. So let's see if I can get to the 3 rocks before I move on. There are 3 princesses in this castle. I find, too, that a lot of maps here are in Crush the Castle 2, and they've just been improved upon in Crush the Castle 2. Like, this map kind of is in Crush the Castle 2. But it is greatly improved upon. And I can't kill a single fucking person in this castle. Oh, well, I failed. Reset. Reset, I said. The reset button is not working. I'd like to point that out. Hold on. Let me try this again. Okay, so... Meh. Okay, now it's working. It wasn't working before because fuck knows why. I'm not really sure why. I know it's a Flash game and I'm really nitpicking, but... I don't know. It's just not as good as its next title. By any means of the word. Come on, I just want to finish this castle. There we go, she did. I just bounced that right into her face. Continue. Yay. It does have some interesting music to introduce it. There we go, so we have 3 stones now. I'm not totally sure what the total stones and stuff is. Yay. 1 shot. Nice job, me. Okay, let's continue. Let's go back to the main menu and we'll do level select. So... level select just brings you back to this. So, it's really kind of pointless. It basically is just load. That's it. It's not really... you don't get to choose any level in the game. If you press new game, you just start a new game over. So, yeah. Basically, that's your load state of level select. So build your own is kind of like Cross the Castle 2, a little bit... Oops, I just scrolled down there by accident. It's a little bit less freedom, I guess, in this. So you have your basic building blocks and stuff, so you can just, you can place those wherever the fuck we want to. As, a couple of props and stuff, like roofs and whatnot. And it doesn't really have the colors and schemes that it did before. So you have floors, beams, and 3 props. That's pretty much it. You click here for your people. So I want to put my kings all over the fucking place. I want one of my kings to not die. So yeah, and his royal guards everywhere. This is gonna be amazing when I let this settle. And it has your terrain stuff, so your background. But you can't warp it like you could before, which is kind of unfortunate. You can load a previous save file. You can save this one, of course, and you can just load it from the load screen. And you can clear it as well. So if you do test castle, everybody dies. I win! And it shows you all your stuff. Now, Crush the Castle 1, of course, since it is the first game, I've won, technically, so I don't really have to do anything. But it only has 3. It has small stones, medium stones, large stones, and bombs. Bombs are exactly as you would think. It's just bombs. They do have a cool smoke effect, and they explode on impact, which is kind of interesting, and, well, that's really about it. Big stones are exactly what you'd expect. They're just fucking massive stones that you just toss at stuff. So, not as much variety as Crush the Castle 2. And that's probably why I don't like it as much as Crush the Castle 2. Crush the Castle 2 really gives you a lot more variety in your weapons and also castles. I find that this game is very lackluster. Especially with the edit system. There's really not a lot here. And that kind of disappoints me. But Crush the Castle 2 definitely makes that up. So, I'm not too disappointed. I just don't play this game instead. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time.